Do you believe success is the best revenge?
My ninth grade tennis coach, who was also this gigantic jack dude, who ended up always staying after school with me and working out with me, like taught me how to lift weights. He told me that when I was like a really, angsty teenager, when I was like, I'm gonna get back with these guys. He's like, no, you're not. He's like, no, you're not. He said, if you came back at a 10-year reunion and you told them, like, look at me, he said, you would look like the biggest loser in the world. But in your 15-year-old mind, you're like, it's gonna be awesome. But when you play it out, it's like, no, it actually isn't awesome. Like, the only way that you can really, quote, get back is that you would, win so big that you shrink them into irrelevance. And so I think like the real behind the success is the only revenge is that you just don't really think about them anymore. It's just not really a thing. Because if I actually thought about somebody every day, they won. Like, they won. And so I balance, or I hedge that against, if you want something out of life, then I am willing to burn whatever fuel I've got. And so I think a lot of people, so there's this boat, this seems like a non sequitur, but I'll wrap it around. There's this boat that I remember seeing in a harbor once, and it said, don't analyze your pleasures. And I thought that was a really interesting name for a boat, first off, but it was a really interesting phrase. So I thought about that and I was like, well, don't analyze your fuel. Because I think a lot of people are, some people want to have passion, but like passion I think is very fleeting. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of overhead in doing things that you want to do. If you want to get in shape, there's plenty of days you don't want to work out. Plenty of days you'd rather just eat cookies. Like, there's overhead, right? There's things that you don't want to do, even if you like fitness. But if you need to use revenge as your fuel to become successful, which you want, then use it. And so if you don't have any of the positive, emotions, if you want to call it that, then use the negative ones, and then maybe we'll get to a point where you can use some positive ones. Because I remember I went to a performance coach years and years ago. It didn't last long, but I said, I feel like I have fuel. I said, but I feel like it burns dirty. Like, I feel like I can accomplish whatever I want. I was like, but I don't like the fuel that I use to get there. And she didn't really have a good answer for me, but it didn't last very long. But even going through the process of asking the question made me think about it. And I was like, why do I say it burns dirty? Like, what about it does it affect in my life? And then I was like, well, is there a way that I can do the same behaviors I do when I'm, quote, angry about something when I'm not angry? And then over time, I was like, well, then I can just get rewarded from the activities and shift away from kind of the original catalyst for beginning the behavior set. And so I think there is some sort of kind of inertia that you have to overcome in the beginning. And that's why I recommend to people, just use whatever you got. If you're ashamed, use that. If you're scared, use that. If you're anxious, use that. If you're angry, use that. Use whatever you have. But if doing it over time isn't getting what you want, then change so that you can get more of what you want. But like, the difficulty that I think some people have with my content is that I really have no judgment. So I don't pretend to have a moral high ground. I don't have, like, I'm just not going to judge someone on what they do. Like, if that's what works for you, do it. If that's what's getting what you want out of life, amazing. I mean, for me, I would say like my secular views are, try not to impact other people negatively. But beyond that, if you want to eat bubblegum and watch, and I don't know why you eat bubblegum, but that's what you want to do, right? And you want to watch Netflix all day and play video games, then like, great. Like, it's just like, some people are like, why could you say that? It was like, how could I say that? How am I going to project my desires on somebody else? If they want to do that, then they can do that. And they can do that. And here's the thing is that you don't have to do it forever. You can do it as long as it serves you. And if something else serves you differently, because I mean, I get attacked sometimes. They're like, what he's doing is not sustainable. If there's a day where I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore, I'll stop, or I'll just shift. I'll do less. It's like, we have this idea that anything that someone does is forever and always. And the only thing that's guaranteed is that it won't be forever, and it's certainly not always. And so it's just like, we make these projections of other people that we fictionalize them. We create these straw men that we attack. And they're just not real. And so at the same time, that's a great way of overcoming kind of the multitude of hate you get when you just, expose yourself to millions and millions of people. Is like, they're not attacking me. They're attacking an idea that they have in their head of somebody else that I remind them of. And that's okay.
So at the end of the day, it really just comes down to if the belief is useful.